jumping on the bandwagon. I'm jumping on the resolutions reflection video bandwagon. So let's just do this thing. First off, I want to say Happy New Year. If you don't celebrate New Year, I feel you. Sometimes it just feels overrated. I'm not going to do resolutions because I don't really have any big resolutions. They're the same resolutions that I have every year. I want to read more books. I want to read more classics. I want to read more books by people of color and by people who live all around the world and all those good things. But I do want to reflect on my year because I had a very monumental year and I just wanted to share that. Collars being dumb. So, beginning of this year, January of 2014, I was at a different school, and a different city, and a different state, with different goals, different dreams. I was a really different person. I had gone to art school thinking that that was what I wanted to do with my rest of my life. I wanted to be in advertising or graphic design or whatever, and quickly, after the beginning of that first year, after that January marker was over and February started to encroach, I realized that that's not what I wanted. Unfortunately, how I realized that was through a series of pretty awful panic attacks and being severely anemic. February was not the most fun. And then February moved on to March, and March grew on to depression and more anxiety. I had that for a few months. I still deal with depression and anxiety, but it's gotten so much better. But beyond the terrible, terrible moments of not knowing what I was going to do with my life that I still have, wondering what I meant in the universe, wondering where I fit in, I had some really wonderful, happy moments too. Yes, they're very scary, dark times, and it was a hard year on myself and on my family. It was a year of transition and a year of figuring out who I was, and a year of very serious growth. Very serious growth. Also, I lost a lot of baby fat, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, the happy moments were the moments like my nephew being born. Little baby Alaric was born in September. Or getting to spend more time with my niece, who I hadn't had a very intense relationship, or I guess really personal relationship with, because I was at school and because I was, a senior in high school, and I was like, ooh. But now I've grown to have such a wonderful relationship with her. Really getting closer to my family. Through this experience, I have opened up to my family a lot more. I'm very open and honest to a point where it's probably a bit annoying. I've grown closer with my friends, and I have grown closer to understanding who I am and what I want to do, which is fabulous. I have learned to accept things that are out of my control. I still have moments where I can't, but I've gotten a lot better at it. I've learned how to cope with stress better. I've learned how to do what I love without feeling like I have to do it, if that makes sense. I figured out what my passions are in some respects. Again, this is all work in progress. And I think most importantly, philosophical-wise, I figured out that the world isn't black and white, and that everything's a bit gray and a bit muggy and mushy, and that's kind of awesome and fabulous and really cool. On BookTube, I have found BookTube again. I had done BookTube a couple years ago, and it didn't work out for me, and I wasn't really into it, but this year I've really found this great community of people who are amazing, people like Holly from the Library Edge of the World, and Emily Jean from Emily Jean Lives, and Sarah from Sarah Actually Reads, and Brock from Let's Reads, and so many other amazing people that I have found and really have had either great friendships with or great book friendships with, and I'm just feel very fortunate to have those people in my life and to have this community that I can come to when I'm having a bad day and talk about books and laugh and have a jolly time. I also went to YALLFest this year, which was crazy and weird and fun and weird. The highlight of that was meeting the girls from Epic Reads, who were just lovely and funny and gracious and amazing women. I had a great year in terms of reading YA. I didn't read as much YA as I normally do. I've kind of not grown out of it, but kind of sort of started to read other things, but the YA books I did read, I loved. I also read Toni Morrison for the first time. I read more Jane Austen, more Bronte sisters. I delve into more classics. I had a great year reading things that I probably would never have read and things that I would have always thought too challenging, and now I've gotten to this point in my reading life where I can actually read those books and understand them. I've had a great year talking about books, and I feel like I'm not afraid to talk about things that scare me anymore and to make videos that challenge me and make videos that people aren't not going to like. I think that really happened when I made that Not That Kind of Girl review. I really went, screw it, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, and I'm not going to care what those people think of me, because if I did that, then I would just go crazy. That was kind of awesome. Just in general, I've learned so much about myself this year. It was hard, it was tough, it was challenging, but it was also great in many other ways. What was your year like? Reflect, 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 reflect. Anyway, I can't wait to see you guys in 2015 and make more fun videos. I'm very excited. I hope you're excited. We're all excited. Okay. All right. Happy New Year. Bye.